Thoroughbred Week with John Henderson is presented by Actistatin, Adena Springs, Ashford Stud, Bloodstock Research, Breeders' Cup, Claiborne Farm, EmpireCityBets.com, Florida Thoroughbred Breeders and Owners Association, Keeneland, Malone's, New York Thoroughbred Breeding and Development Fund, OCD Pellets, Old Colony Insurance Services, Paul Miller Ford, PBI Bank, Quillen Leather and Tack, Spendthrift Farm, and Windstar Farm.
Hello everyone and welcome to Thoroughbred Week, featuring the turf debut of dual classic winner California Chrome in the Grade 1 Hollywood Derby, along with a sweep by 3-year-olds in the Grade 1 Clark Handicap. We begin with fillies and mares at Churchill Downs in the Grade 2 Falls City Handicap. Don't Tell Sophia, the 9-10 favorite. Larry Comas picks up the call.
Not a lot of pace here for Don't Tell Sophia. She still has 6 lengths to make up, but she's coming now as the field makes their way to the top of the stretch. And we've got a new leader. It's Frivolous. Frivolous has taken over as they turn for home. Teen Pauline has dropped out of it. Frivolous turns for home with a 2-length lead. Don't Tell Sophia is coming with her run on the far outside. Tiz Windy and Flashy American are there too, and then Molly Morgan. Frivolous trying to pull off the upset. On the outside, Don't Tell Sophia. Molly Morgan closing late on the inside. Still Frivolous though. Frivolous on the outside, Don't Tell Sophia. Molly Morgan at the rail. Here's the finish. Frivolous has won.
19-1 long shot Frivolous holds off the late run of odds-on favorite Don't Tell Sophia by half a length. John Court, the winning jockey, in 151-1. Third behind Don't Tell Sophia and Molly Morgan in the Locust Grove Stakes over the track 2 starts back. Frivolous records her first stakes victory. The 4-year-old filly by Empire Maker was bred in Kentucky by her owner, G. Watts Humphrey Jr. Trained by the owner's daughter, Vicki Oliver, Frivolous has earned $333,000. John Court with the Safe Ride of the Week, presented by Sally Horse Fans, the safest way to the winner's circle. To Del Mar for turf fillies and mares in the Grade 1 Matriarch Stakes. Discreet Mark, the 3-2 favorite. Trevor Denman has the call.
They have a half-mile left to go in the Matriarch, and Joel Rosario and Latia taking them along comfortably by a length. Gender Agenda's in second, Discreet Marcus third. On the far side, She's a Smoke Show. At the rail, Queen of the Sand now just going to need somewhere to run. Strathnaver on the far side, and then Kadea. Coming to the top of the lane, and Latia is still full of run out here. She's chomping on the bit as Latia. Latia hugs the rail now, is let loose, and she strides on for home. On the outside, Discreet Marcus running a big one. Gender Agenda running a huge one as well. Queen of the Sand comes with a late run at the rail, but Latia is still clear with 50 to go, and Latia was too good today. Latia and Joel Rosario take the Matriarch.
2-1 second choice, Latia takes the field gate to wire to defeat Queen of the Sand by a length and a quarter. Joel Rosario up in 135-1. Latia records her 4th graded stakes victory of the season and gives trainer Armando de la Cerda his first Grade 1 victory. She was last seen taking the Grade 3 Athenia Stakes at Belmont Park. The 5-year-old mare by City Place was bred in Illinois by her owner Salvatore Hernandez. Latia has earned $983,000. Darby Dan Farm Stallion American Lion, Tisnow's brilliant graded stakes winner at both 2 and 3. American Lion's weanlings sold for up to $75,000 at the recent Keeneland November sale. Watch for his first crop of 2-year-olds hitting the track in 2015. Marathon turf horses at Del Mar in the Grade 2 Hollywood Turf Cup. The Pizza Man, the 2-1 favorite. Trevor Denman picks up the call.
They go to the half-mile, and Mystery Train backpedaling now. Mystery Train's gone. So the new leader is Little Jerry. Powerfoot second. The Pizza Man races up to be third. In behind that comes Bench Light, Patriotic and Proud, Irish Surf, Finnegan's Wake behind them. And the last two, Stony Fleece and Holiday Star. They are coming to the top of the lane, and Little Jerry's in front by 3. Little Jerry the one to catch now. The Pizza Man comes after him. Then comes Powerfoot. Patriotic and Proud is in behind that. They come to the top of the lane now, and it is still Little Jerry hanging on, but here's the Pizza Man. The Pizza Man now strikes the front, full of run, and goes for home. Patriotic and Proud, Finnegan's Wake, late run. Here's Finnegan Wake coming like an express train down the centre of the track. Finnegan's Wake gets the lead. Patriotic and Proud. Finnegan's Wake and Victor Espinosa have won it ahead to Patriotic and Proud.
Finnegan's Wake gets up to defeat Patriotic and Proud by a neck, with the Pizza Man settling for third. Victor Espinosa aboard in 2:27-1. Winner of the Grade 3 Arlington Handicap, while in the care of Dale Romans, Finnegan's Wake was making his third start for trainer Peter Miller, and he rebounds from a 10th place finish in the Breeders' Cup Turf. The 5-year-old horse by Powers Court was bred in Kentucky by Jerry Crawford. Finnegan's Wake has earned $825,000 for Donegal Racing and Rockingham Ranch. Watch Thoroughbred Week replays online at tbredweek.com. Welcome back to Thoroughbred Week with graded stakes for 2-year-olds in this segment. 2-year-old stakes action is presented by BC2A Paste. Reduce the likelihood of tying up with BC2A Paste. We begin with fillies at Aqueduct in the Grade 2 Demoiselle Stakes. Condo Commando, the 3-2 favorite. John Imbrial has the call.
Condo Commando, 3/4 in 1, 12 and 3 as they move for the top of the stretch. It's Condo Commando holding the lead here over Angela Renee, and now they're in the stretch. Condo Commando has opened up now. Condo Commando by 4, now by 5, by 6 lengths over Angela Renee. Calamity Kate is third. It's Condo Commando, and she's in command here. She's pouring it on. She has demolished the field in the Demoiselle. Condo Commando by 9 lengths.
The heavy favorite Condo Commando draws off to defeat Calamity Kate officially by 11.5 lengths. Joel Rosario aboard the Keeneland Sales Graduate in 150-2. A runaway 13.25 length winner of the Grade 1 Spinaway, the Rudy Rodriguez trainee finished 4th as the odds-on favorite in the Grade 1 Frizette Stakes. The filly by Tis Wonderful was bred in Kentucky by Spendthrift Farm. It was a $72,000 Keeneland September yearling. Condo Commando has earned $508,000 for Michael Dubb, Bethlehem Stables, and the Elkstone Group. To Churchill Downs for the Grade 2 Goldenrod Stakes. Undefeated West Coast Belle, the 8-5 favorite. Larry Comas picks up the call.
Still Simply Confection, Christina's Journey, and on the outside of them, Ancient Goddess, and 3 of them are across the track as they round the far turn. West Coast Belle has taken 4th, and here she comes now. She's 4 lengths off the lead and gaining. Also gaining ground is I'm a Chatterbox from well behind, as is Heart Song on the far outside. And they're coming to the top of the stretch. Simply Confection has given way. Ancient Goddess is the leader, but here they all come. West Coast Belle, I'm a Chatterbox. These two and No Fault of Mine on the far outside, and the 3 of them come into the final furlong. West Coast Belle in front. No Fault of Mine, it's down to these 2. West Coast Belle's got the lead. No Fault of Mine can't get to her, and West Coast Belle has won the Goldenrod.
West Coast Belle holds off No Fault of Mine by 1.25 lengths. Sean Bridgemahan, the winning jockey, in 145-2. A first-out maiden winner at Monmouth Park, the Wayne Catalano trainee was coming off a 6.75 length victory in the Rags to Riches Stakes at Churchill Downs. The filly by leading sire Tappet was bred in Kentucky by her owners, Gary and Mary West. West Coast Belle has earned $190,000. Back to Aqueduct for the Grade 2 Remsen Stakes. Frosted, the 9-5 favorite. Once again, here's John Imbrial.
Leave the light on. Classy Class now right alongside, and Frosted is ready to roll now on the outside. The 3 of them come to the top of the stretch together. They've opened up 7 lengths on Moonlight Bandit in 4th. 3/4 went in 1:13. Here's Frosted on the outside, and down at the rail, Leave the Light On continues to battle. Classy Class is 3rd. There's a furlong to the finish in the Remsen. Leave the Light On is a tough customer here. Frosted driving on the outside. Leave the Light On with the lead. Frosted is 2nd. They come for the finish line. Leave the Light On will do it by a 1/2 length over Frosted.
Leave the Light On by Claiborne Farm Stag and Horse Greeley holds off Frosted by 1/2 length. The 4th victory on the card for Jose Ortiz. The OBS Sales Graduate clocked in 151 flat. The Chad Brown trainee was coming off a 4.5 length maiden victory in his 2nd start at Belmont Park. The colt was bred in Kentucky by All Gold Racing. It was a $65,000 yearling. A $210,000 OBS April 2-year-old Leave the Light On has earned $385,000 for Claravich Stables and William Lawrence. To Churchill Downs for the Grade 2 Kentucky Jockey Club Stakes. Lord Nelson, the 7-5 favorite. Once again, here's Larry Comas.
El Kabir and Calvin Burrell continue to lead the way. They're a half mile from home. The lead is a length and a half. Sky Hero is edging up closer now in second. Lucky Player is closer as well. And then it's International Star. Imperia is getting going on the far outside. Eagle is waiting for running room near the rail. No place to go for Eagle right now. Lord Nelson still with his work cut out for him, but he's starting to move. He's within 6 lengths of the lead, and he's coming now. But El Kabir's in front as they move to the top of the stretch. Sky Hero, Imperia closing on the outside, then International Star. Eagle is trying to get going, and on the far outside, it's Lord Nelson, but it's still El Kabir. El Kabir down to the 16th pole, holding on to the lead. Imperia trying to run him down, then Eagle on the outside. El Kabir, Imperia, and Eagle. El Kabir and Imperia on the wire together, and it looked like El Kabir held on.
El Kabir by Ashford Stud Stallion Scat Daddy holds on to take the photo by a head over Imperia. Calvin Burrell aboard the OBS Sales Graduate in 1:44.4. A 10 3/4 length maiden winner at Saratoga, the John Terranova trainee was last seen fading to second in the Grade 2 Nashua Stakes. El Kabir joins American Pharaoh and Mr. Z as top Kentucky Derby prospects for Zayat Stables. The $250,000 co-sale stopper at the OBS August yearling sale, El Kabir has earned nearly $269,000. The winner was bred in Florida by Russellwood Farm Incorporated. Florida breds, race 'em or chase 'em. The Spendthrift Farm Stallion of the Week is shaking it up. The first horse in 40 years to win Santa Anita's Grade 1 Malibu, Grade 2 San Vicente, and Grade 2 Struve Stakes. Visit the farm today to see this brilliant Grade 1 winner and spitting image of Midnight Loot. New for 2015. Welcome back to Thoroughbred Week with a battle of 3-year-olds in the Grade 1 Clark Handicap coming up in this segment. We begin with turf horses at Del Mar in the Grade 2 Seabiscuit Handicap. Tom's Tribute, the 3-2 favorite. Once again, here's Trevor Denman.
They head to the half-mile pole, and Sky Ring on the far side, and Pure Tactics still head and head up front. Length and a half to Tom's Tribute. Czar Approval gets a little closer in fourth, then Big Bane Theory. Little bit of fun at the rail. Mr. Commons going for an early run wide out. Mr. Commons goes up fourth, and Kai Goon at the back, but they really compact. 4 lengths would cover the lot. They are coming to the top of the lane, and now Tom's Tribute comes looking for the lead. Tom's Tribute, orange cap on the far side. Czar Approval at the rail. Pure Tactics tries to go on as well. Big Bane Theory, Mr. Commons, and even Kai Goon joining the fray late, wide open. Tom's Tribute gets the lead. Kai Goon coming storming home in the centre of the track. And here's Kai Goon up to take the lead with 50 to go. And Kai Goon and Corey Nakatani, Czar Approval late. But Kai Goon has won the Seabiscuits.
Kai Goon rallies from last to defeat Czar Approval by 3/4 of a length. Corey Nakatani up in 1:41.1. Winner of the Grade 2 Play the King Stakes at Woodbine, and Grade 1 placed at both Keeneland and Woodbine this season. The Mark Cassey trainee was coming off a 10th place finish in the Breeders' Cup Mile. The 4-year-old gelding by Northern of Fleet was bred in Ontario by William Siraculet Racing Stable and was a $37,000 yearling. Kygan has earned $964,000 for Quintessential Racing Florida, Horse in a Round Stable, and Gary Barber. American Produce Records is now available online. Visit brisnet.com/APR for unlimited access to the pedigrees of more than 3 million thoroughbreds for just $275 a year, now including SAR stats. To Aqueduct for the Grade 1 Cigar Mile. Secret Circle, the 3-2 favorite. John Embrial has the call.
The opening half, 44 seconds, Private Zone sending the field into the far turn with a 2-length lead. Private Zone setting these quick fractions and in front over Wrigley Ready and Secret Circle. Vijack is now fourth, 5 lengths from the front. Then it's Big Business. Farther back, Bourbon Courage, and Transparent, and they're all chasing Private Zone, who has the lead at the head of the stretch. Private Zone ran 3/4 in 1:08.1. He's trying to go wire to wire in the Cigar Mile. Secret Circle in second, then Regally Ready, Bourbon Courage, Vijack, and Big Business. Private Zone put on the lead at the start by Martin Pedrosa, and he's won the Cigar Mile in front-running fashion.
Private Zone by Adena Springs stallion Macho Uno draws off to defeat Secret Circle by 5 lengths. Martin Pedrosa aboard the Keeneland Sales Graduate in 1:34.1, a 1:06 Briz speed rating. A 2-time winner of the Grade 1 Vosburg Stakes, Private Zone was coming off a 3rd-place finish in the Breeders' Cup Sprint. Formerly trained by Doug O'Neill, he was making his 3rd start for Alfredo Velasquez. The 5-year-old gelding was bred in Ontario by Adena Springs and was a $15,000 Keeneland September yearling from the Adena Springs consignment. Private Zone has banked $1,521,000 for Good Friend Stable. To Churchill Downs for the Grade 1 Clark Handicap. Opportunity, the 2-1 favorite. Larry Comas has the call.
So it's been a sensible pace so far for Constitution. And Opportunity turns up the heat now, and Easter Gift is right up with them on the outside. And these 3 move into the far turn on top. Departing is running in 4th on the inside. Protonico is 5th. The others have work to do around the far turn. Constitution is the leader. Opportunity now under a ride to go with him as they come to the top of the stretch. 3/4 in 1:13 flat. And they're into the stretch, and it's Constitution and Opportunity, and the 2 3-year-olds are fighting it out in the Clark. And Protonico has come on, and he's running strongly on the far outside. Opportunity in front. Protonico is closing down the center of the track. Constitution has the rail. It's Opportunity. Constitution coming back. Protonico on the outside. The 3 of them to the wire, and Opportunity has won.
Opportunity takes the battle of 3-year-olds by half a length over Protonico, with Constitution fading to 3rd. Martin Garcia aboard the Keeneland Sales Graduate in 1:49.4. Considered a top classic candidate for Bob Baffert after winning the Grade 2 Rebel Stakes and finishing 2nd to California Chrome in the Grade 1 Santa Anita Derby, Opportunity missed the Kentucky Derby with a foot injury. This was his 2nd start off a nearly 7-month layoff. The colt by Any Given Saturday was bred in Kentucky by Betts, DJ Stable, Kidder, and Robinalt. Opportunity has earned $950,000 for Carl Watson, Michael Pegram, and Paul Whiteman. The colt was consigned by Betts Thoroughbreds to the 2012 Keeneland September yearling sale, where he was purchased by Baffert for $300,000. Grade 1 Clark Handicap winner Opportunity, the Keeneland Sales Graduate of the Week. Coming up, a Derby win on turf for California Crow. Time now for the feature race of the week, presented by Keeneland, investing in racing's future since 1936. To Del Mar for the Grade 1 Hollywood Derby. California Chrome, the 3-5 favorite in his first start on turf. Here's the call by Trevor Denman.
Field for the Hollywood Derby sent on their way to a perfect start, and California Chrome just popped the gate and gets straight to the lead. California Chrome not wasting any time. He's taken hold of the bit, and California Chrome sprinting away to the early lead. Sawyer's Hill is going to tuck into the 2nd spot. Then a big gap of 5 lengths back to the filly Lexi Lou. Another 4 lengths behind that comes Cabral, and then we come back to Flamboyant and Talco. So they head to the 7/8 pole, and now Sawyer's Hill's gone on with it. Sawyer's Hill goes on to lead them. Victor Espinosa just sitting chilly here on California Chrome, just ambling along in the 2nd spot. Then there's a gap of 4 lengths back to the filly Lexi Lou racing 3rd. There's another 3 back to Cabral, who's back 3rd last, then Flamboyant, and Talco is the early trailer. Spread out over quite a lot of ground as they go down the back stretch, and Sawyer's Hill and Rafael Bejarano are going to try to steal it out here now. Leads it by 3 lengths. But California Chrome absolutely idling in 2nd. Victor Espinosa, big look back from him, confidently goes up to the leader. Now the rest of them closing in. Flamboyant, Lexi Lou, behind that Cabral and Talco. The whole picture changes as they go into the turn now. Sawyer's Hill still clinging on to this lead. California Chrome. Now Victor Espinosa just shakes the reins at him. And California Chrome up to get the lead at the top of the lane. Sawyer's Hill is trying to dig deep in second. Lexi Lou and Flamboyant homeward bound, and California Chrome in full flight for the wire. The filly Lexi Lou's run a brave one, but just look at California Chrome. California Chrome is California's hot rod, wins it easily.
California Chrome coast home by 2 lengths over the filly Lexi Lou. Victor Espinosa aboard in 147-4. California Chrome won his first 6 starts this year, including the Kentucky Derby and the Preakness Stakes. But his bid for the Triple Crown was halted by his 4th place finish in the Belmont Stakes. A disappointing 6th when Bayern won the Grade 2 Pennsylvania Derby. California Chrome finished a close 3rd when Bayern captured the Breeders' Cup Classic. This victory puts the Art Sherman trainee back in the picture for Horse of the Year honors. The colt by Lucky Pulpit was bred in California by his owners, Perry Martin and Steve Coburn. His bankroll stands at $4,222,000. California Chrome paid $340 to win and is the Malone's favorite of the week, presented by Malone's, Lexington's favorite steakhouse. We'll see you next week here on Thoroughbred Week.
Thoroughbred Week has been presented by Actistatin, Adena Springs, Ashford Stud, Bloodstock Research, Breeders' Cup, Claiborne Farm, EmpireCityBets.com, Florida Thoroughbred Breeders and Owners Association, Keeneland, Malone's, New York Thoroughbred Breeding and Development Fund, OCD Pellets, Old Colony Insurance Services, Paul Miller Ford, PBI Bank, Quillen Leather and Tack, Spendthrift Farm, and Windstar Farm. Online at tbredweek.com.